Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And digging in for San Francisco, Lamont Wade Jr. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch. Willie Adames stands in. There's the strike.
Nope, that's a ball. I got one ball, one strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Scott hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And that'll do it. And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. That one ripped. Booyah! That should put a jolt into this home crowd. The Cardinals score first. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. Swung on, belted. This looks like extra bases. Wynn rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And
runner takes off. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? A laser to left. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Chapman over to first in time. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Digging in, Alec Burleson. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. There's a swing and a drive. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He flexes his power with that swing. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 5-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Man at first with 1 gone. Pedro Ajes next up for the Cardinals. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Victor Scott. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. He's already homered in this game. Base hit, 1 run in already. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Base hit. 1 run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Doubled in his first AB. Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that's out of here. Grand slam. Another homer. Make that. Here comes Wilson Contreras. First time up, he grounded to third.
Now pitching for San Francisco, number 60.
That one ripped left field. That's back there.
Down.
Oh, you are a star, aren't you?
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Booyah!
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout.
Wade takes it himself. That one ends the. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Berg, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
And they'll do it again. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
That misses. It's 2-2. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Gorman throws out to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. And first offering is fouled off.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon boot. And
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That's not coming back.
Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Ripped on a line, and this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. So a man aboard, and now it's Wilmer Flores. And that one is in for a strike. Yastrzemski over at second, 1 down.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Scott pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swinging a foul straight back. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw in. Runner at first with 2 away. Christian Koss, the next Giant to hit.
0-1.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Now a long throw to first. back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. So here's Wade now. And a foul ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Pulls that one foul. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Donovan makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. Birdsong back to work. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second, and it gets by him. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Caught in a rundown now. And they tag him out. And stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. Singled and scored his first time. In the air out towards right center. Yastrzemski sizing this one up. That's out number 2. And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Nootbaar around 3rd. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And the lead. So a man at first. Brendan Donovan will hit next.
Number 76. Spencer.
Runner takes off. Ripped into right center. And that should be extra bases. Win around 3rd. He'll score in safely with a double. His 2nd of the day. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. Runner takes off for 3rd. Ripped to 3rd, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started, and digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. And that one clips the corner. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
And the batter now, Jung-Hoo Lee. There's a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Scott pulls that one down, and there's 1 away. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Off the mark there. Ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives, sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Adames, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Busch Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Line and caught at 3rd by Chapman. The Gold Glover makes the play. And now the DH, Alec Burleson. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Nolan Gorman. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ripped on the ground to second. They get 1. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one hammered back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And first offering is fouled off. And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball. Runner at second, nobody out. Fights that one away and the count remains 0-2. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Bailey batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And there's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
And a base hit right there. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He will score. It's 15-3. And now, Christian Koss. There's a strike. Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Wait, the next to hit takes ball one. Next offering is fouled back. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. On the ground at first. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Right through there for a strike. That one found hard the other way. Swing and a pop-up. Gorman under it. And that is that. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. On now to the bottom of the fourth. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. Drilled out towards left center field. That ball's carrying. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Back to the top of the order, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man. He's trying for third. To second with the throw and no chance to get back. It's a double play. 2 down, bases empty. Mason Wynn now at the plate. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And that's ripped into left, base hit. And that extends the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. Smoke to right, but he's got it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this. On to the top of the 5th we go. Back after this on the show. Lee in the box now. No balls and a strike. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. In the air, left field. Makes the grab. And there's one down. Now it's Matt Chapman. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
To third. Oh, and it hits the base. So a man aboard now with one away. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Popped up. Arenado under it. And there's two down. So they're down to their final out. And next is the designated hitter. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals take this one in a blowout.